Americans who are standing in solidarity with the hardworking people rallying in Wisconsin. If you would, I'd like to take a moment of silence for the victims of the tsunami in Japan and their friends and family. Thank you. We all are struggling these days, you know, and I thought no one had called an event here in Albuquerque, and I really got online with MoveOn.org, and I saw that they're doing this across the country, so I thought this is a great opportunity. We need to speak up. I'm standing here next to the statue of Senator Dionisio Dennis Chavez, and I just read his quote, "I should like to be remembered as the man who raised the voice." And very appropriate man. He knew firsthand the struggle it took to get ahead in tough times, and always fought for the American dream for his fellow constituents. He was born and raised here down in Barelas, not too far down 4th Street here. He attended school early on, but he had to drop out due to financial hardships. He had to help his family. He struggled. He worked hard. He went to night school. He eventually made it all the way to Georgetown University and got a law degree. This was the 1920s. Soon after, in 1930, he was elected our U.S. Congressman. In 1934, U.S. Senator. He was a U.S. Senator for approximately 5 terms up until 1962. He was our senator during the Great Depression, supporting the New Deal and championing the causes of the working class and the poor. He spoke out against bigotry and McCarthyism when no one else would speak up in the 1950s. And most importantly, he knew in tough times working Americans need to be supported and appreciated, not scapegoated and marginalized. Yes. We need similar courage from our leaders today during our Great Recession.
Yeah.
Therefore, we are here today to urge our leaders at the state and federal level to continue to defend the American dream and the massive attacks on workers' rights by the Republicans. Shamelessly, in many states, including our own, and in Washington, D.C., Republicans are using the wrecked economy as an excuse to slash vital programs and hurt workers while continuing to give tax bailouts to big corporations and millionaires. Congress is poised to strike a horrible deal on the federal budget. That's why we're here also. Cutting health care, environmental protections, housing assistance, and destroying jobs. We want to make it clear to Representative Steve Pierce that by supporting the Republicans' incredibly reckless budget proposal, he is launching an assault on all the Mexican families and on the American dream for all workers.
Yeah.
We're here today to tell Congressman Pierce, Governor Martinez, the Republican Party, enough is enough. Basta ya. Something rotten is in the state and in America. Recently, proposed Republican budget, if enacted, would mean firing 65,000 teachers, killing 700,000 jobs, and sending 10,000 veterans into homelessness. That's just the beginning. In New Mexico alone, 4,300 jobs could be lost. Yes, you heard that correctly. In a time when we're struggling, Republicans are proposing a budget, and Senate Democrats in the White House may go along with this, that would strip 4,300 jobs from New Mexicans. If passed, this budget would result in deep funding cuts for children under 5 years of age, for low-income students, for grants to students in higher education, for employment assistance for the unemployed, as well as cuts to community development grants and law enforcement assistance. There is an alternative to this destructive vision by the Republicans. Instead of punishing working Americans who are already struggling, we need to defend the American dream by investing in America. At a time when millions of Americans are struggling to make ends meet, it makes no sense at all to make these cuts that could cost hundreds of thousands of jobs and remove teachers from already overcrowded classrooms and steal opportunity from our youth. So what do we want? We demand an end to the attacks on workers' rights and public services across the country. We demand investment in creating decent jobs for millions of people who desperately want to work. We demand that the super rich and the powerful corporations, including Wall Street banks, big oil and gas companies, pay their fair share. We cannot allow this attack on the American dream to continue. That's why we're here today, to stand up, to fight, to defend the American dream against the right-wing assault. Today, I ask each of you to join me along with thousands of other Americans signing this card at the table. Promise to defend a dream. I'll finish by reading what it says. Dear Congress, the undersigned here are committed to defending the American dream. We're standing up to say no to the attacks on workers' rights and the middle class. No to federal budget cuts that would cost our country 700,000 jobs and cut billions of dollars in funding for public programs that our communities rely on. We say yes to defending the American dream. Sincerely, all of us. Next week, when Congress is home from a March recess, we'll deliver this card to our members of Congress to let them know exactly how important the American dream is to all of us. Please sign the card. Right now, we do have a few speakers today. Again, I thank you for coming. I have Ron Aragon here. He's going to introduce himself and the speakers. Thank you. Hey.